Good morning, second graders. We are going to work a little bit more on Rosa and Blanca. Tomorrow is our crazy day, so I wanted to finish up with this story today. Some amazing words that you saw in the story from this week were abundant, efficient, assist, beam, generous, forever, dismay, and situation. Beam, the farmer beams because he is proud of his kittens. Aww. Gabrielle Douglas beamed when she won the gold medal for the USA. She was a gymnast, by the way. In Rosa and Blanca, what do the sisters both do for each other? Think about that, and if you have a family member around, tell them what you think. If you need to pause the video so that you can have a conversation, that's fine with me. If you said their creative idea is sharing, ding, 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 good for you. So when people share, there's a lot of things that can happen. So these can lead to a surprise. So I could share my rock candy with Lulu because I know that she can eat that, and she would be really surprised if I had already talked to Kate and Kate gave me the thumbs up. Here are your word wall words for this week. You're going to read the words as they come up on the screen. Alone, by, daughters, half, many, there, belongs to them, youngest. The words are going to pop up on that screen. Remember, you're going to lock your eyes on that screen and do the best you can to spell the words. If you need to pause the video to go get your black writing folder, that's fine with me. Please remember that if you don't know how to spell it, that you don't spell it out loud. We talk in class that if you do things the wrong way and it gets locked into your brain, it takes about 100 times to do it the right way to get your brain to believe you. So we don't want you to practice them the wrong way. Alone, A-L-O-N-E, alone. Buy, like to purchase something, B-U-Y, buy. Hands up. Daughters, D-A-U-G-H-T-E-R-S, daughters. That is a really long word. Eyes up. Youngest, Y-O-U-N-G-E-S-T, the youngest daughter in my family. I am younger than my sister. I could change that suffix or ending to have a slightly different meaning. Eyes up. Half, H-A-L-F, half. Sometimes when you guys do your writing, you might write like have to, and you would spell it like H-A-F-T-O. It is really have to. I have to do my work at home right now. I know that we put it as a slang and we say have to, but that is not how the word really, those are not how the words are written in real life. Eyes up. Many, M-A-N-Y, many. And we blame this word on the Anglo-Saxons. Eyes up. There, T-H-E-I-R, belongs to them. T-H-E-I-R, belongs to them. Eyes up. Hey, great job. It's always a surprise when the ending's happening for me. So we already read the second time yesterday when you guys did your look back and write, and we've talked about cause and effect. Cause and effect. That might be a video that you watch today. That's the hilarious one with the two teachers. I think if you scroll down through the story department versus the YouTube songs, that you'll be able to find cause and effect. And then in parentheses next to it says teachers, because I know you guys really like that one. So the cause is you hit the baseball. The effect is the baseball broke the window. understanding the cause and effect helps us understand the events and the characters in a story. So we kind of talked about this happened and then the effect was something else happened. If you think about if you take a mouse to school, that book, that's like cause and effect every single time. He gets out a crayon, that he needs some paper, and then he realizes that once he has that paper, he needs to do something else. Perfect example of cause and effect. If you don't know, if you give a mouse a cookie by, I believe it's Laura Numeroff, you could go to YouTube today and check out that story. Grammar. We are talking this week about verbs. Verbs tell about actions. They can tell about what's happening now, what already happened, or what can happen in the future. Let's see if this link works.
Hosting a dinner party for your friends can be tough, so here's the thing. No one's gonna know it's store-bought, just you.
Hey, Joey.
Oh, hey, Marilee. I'm in the car right now, so can you make it quick?
Now I know about nouns, but I want to learn about verbs.
A verb is a word, it's an actual word. If you can do it, then you do it. If you do it, it's a verb. A verb is a word, it's an actual word. If you can do it, then you do it. If you do it, it's a verb. Listen up close, here's what we'll do. I'll say a verb and you say it too. Now when we're playing, when you say it, I want you to do it too. Alright now everybody, get ready. Because the first verb we're going to do is clap. Here we go. Clap, 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 clap. A verb is a word, it's an action word. If you can do it, then you do it. If you do it, it's a verb. A verb is a word, it's an action word. If you can do it, then you do it. If you do it, it's a verb. Listen up close, here's what we'll do. I'll say a verb and you say it too. Now when we're playing, when you say it, I want you to do it too. Okay, the next verb we're gonna do is jump. Now remember, I want to hear you say jump and I want to see you jumping. Jump, 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 jump. Verb is a word, it's an action word. If you can do it, then you do it. If you do it, it's a verb. A verb is a word, it's an action word. If you can do it, then you do it. If you do it, it's a verb. Listen up close, here's what we'll do. I'll say a verb and you say it too. Now when we're playing, when you say it, I want you to do it too. Okay.
Alright, you get the idea. If you want to go back and watch this whole video later, that is totally fine with me. Let's finish up this PowerPoint. We talked about things that happen now, in the past, and in the future. I'm going to scroll through this. Let me back up one page. So you're going to be talking about sequencing to retell stories. And there's going to be a seesaw activity, so I'm going to get you over there and show you right now. So today's remote learning page, let me just make that sure that's Thursday. Where's Thursdays? Let me pause you for a second. So your remote learning plan for today looks like this. I haven't put the link in because I'm still making your video right now. Again, this is you being a DJ. You click on this link. It's going to bring you to our home page. You click on ELA. And here will be today's learning plan as soon as I'm done recording. If you scroll all the way to the bottom. Oh, just kidding, that's in Songs for Learning. This is where you find your remote learning plan. Then you go to Songs for Learning ELA because we're in reading right now. And then you scroll all the way to the bottom and it gets to be your own DJ. You'll find some songs in here. Read Like a Robot. That's one of my favorites. Then when you're done, you just click on the X, or I'm going to just click on Remote Learning. It's going to give you an activity to do in Seesaw. So I put in your spelling words in Seesaw because Google Classroom wasn't giving you all of the words. So this should already be there. So we work on fluency all the time in class. That's when you time each other and you do a cold read first that gets colored in blue. Then you practice, 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 and then we color it in red afterwards. And we often see that you have improved greatly when you do it the second time out loud. If you decide to record this, that would be awesome. And then just have your parents send it to me in Dojo, or send me an email letting me know how many words you were able to read the first time and how many words you were able to read the second time. Remember, we're not memorizing the 50 words on that list. Yikes, that would be crazy. If your spelling word this week, or your concept, is magic E makes the I say I, that means I want you to learn that shine can be, you hear the long I, so sh, S-H-I, you put an I, If we didn't add a magic E, it would be shin. So in order to make that I say its name, you need to use a magic E. That's the concept. You don't need to memorize the words. Also in Seesaw, I'm going to bring you over there in just 1 second. It's not in Google Docs, by the way. I changed that. If you need to re-listen to the story, you would just click on this link, and it's going to get you back to Rosa and Blanca.
Right as though nobody's
You can see it right there, but I'm not going to
nobody...
walk you through that. This afternoon for math, here's your math lesson, which I did already record. I'll get to this out to you guys around 8:15. That's your lesson for today. It's going to send you over to Seesaw when you're finished, and there's some lessons in there. Again, you get to be the DJ after you've watched your lesson. And go to Seesaw. You can do this in any order you want. Again, I'm going to go over to our website, clicking on Songs for Learning in the math department. And I'm going to scroll until it says Be Your Own DJ. I always think this is in a different spot. Where's Be Your Own DJ? It'll pop up. See up here, it's just, oh, there it is. It was just loading, loading, loading. I can click on the close out of that. And then I'm going to, I would like you to get a deck of cards and play some games. You don't need to use an everyday math deck of cards because I don't have 20 decks that I could have shared with you guys. So a regular deck of cards is fine. You can choose if a jack is worth 11 and a queen is 12 and a king is 13. It's totally up to you. Or you can pull out the jack, king, and queen. If you can't remember how to play one of those games, back on our site, okay, just kidding. I'm not sure where that is. It might be in the math department. There's some directions on how to play some of the different games. If you don't remember how to play Name That Number or Addition Topic, just hop on over to YouTube and check it out. I got to talk fast because I only have 2 minutes left to get you through the rest of this. So otherwise my timer goes away. For writing today, it's a free write day. If you write in Google Docs, make sure you share it with me so that I can see what you've been doing. I'm going to hop you over to Seesaw really quickly so we don't run out of time. I have an opportunity to be a student as well as a teacher. Looks like some people did some work yesterday. Oh, there's me. Ha, that's funny. Hopefully your lessons have been pushed already. So I'm going to go to activities. And I'm going to add a response onto it. It's not really a quiz. I add my responses on there. If you need to listen to the directions, I so nicely gave you directions with my voice. You're going to use your T or the pen and you're going to type in the answer to these questions. When you're done, you're going to hit the check button. And then it automatically goes to me and I can see what you have done. There is 2 or 3 different activities today. 10 more, 10 less. Again, 10 more, 10 less. And then this is the sequencing story for Rosa and Blanca. And there are directions for that as well. If you want to print out the paper and cut it up and put it back together, cool. If you don't have a printer, cool. Just go through and number how the story gets sequenced in. I believe that is all I have for you. If you have any questions, please contact me. I'll drop all these links into Dojo and the site page, and I'll also send it out in an email. I have 15 seconds, so I'm sending bye, guys, and I'll talk to you later today.